Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 7. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Buying time to his left.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. And that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate. It was just...
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. To about the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away to his left.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 37 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st down, Wilson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have more.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. But it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. 58 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
He's got a man, complete.
Pass him it is.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wilson. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Penny. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. That'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
119 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Forced out to his left.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Rodgers going to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tenyon. Touchdown.
2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is DJ Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And
that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that...
And got his man complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he's got this down to the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On third down, Wilson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now.
A check down here to Jones.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Dillon.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Dillon again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On the ground with a tight end. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. Haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10. Love with a give to Dillon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he finds Penny. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Steps away. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get elite Packer pressure, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
They go screen with Dillon.
And some room to work. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the screen pass.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here's Reed. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Dillon.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's Reed returning.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7. Yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting the runner across the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge
there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll find Jones again, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's the big man Dillon with it. All fighting off the defender. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Dillon.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with the return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Left side completion to Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
And they'll run again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Again, Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike, check, 59. What's the curl? Took right.
To throw is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to his left. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now Wilson on first down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
First down, love to pass. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
19.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second and a long way to go. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Following the interception, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Love being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carson finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are pouring it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Carson.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson will throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give here to Hill. And it looks like he's going to have the first down as they'll mark this just over the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me that under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now here is another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zadarius Smith in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock clock stopped with 35 seconds left to go. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.